Welcome to Global Trends. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. For over a century, the Panama Canal has been a vital artery of global trade, connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in a way that was once thought impossible. This narrow stretch of water, carved through the heart of Central America, has enabled ships to bypass the long and perilous journey around the southern tip of South America, saving both time and resources for countless nations and businesses. The canal stands as a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and determination that forever changed maritime history. Its construction was a monumental feat, overcoming daunting natural obstacles and revolutionizing how goods move across the globe. Today, colossal ships traverse its locks daily, carrying everything from electronics to food, saving thousands of miles on their journeys. The canal remains fundamental to commerce worldwide, serving as a lifeline for economies and a symbol of international cooperation. But now, a bold challenger has emerged on the horizon: Nicaragua, with an ambitious $50 billion proposal for its own interoceanic canal. This project promises to create a new passage between the oceans, potentially transforming the region and the world's shipping landscape. Announced with great fanfare and the backing of powerful Chinese and Latin American leaders, the Nicaraguan Canal aims to rival Panama's dominance and reshape the future of global shipping. The scale of investment and international interest signals just how high the stakes have become. The idea of a Nicaraguan canal is not new. Engineers and visionaries have dreamed of it for centuries, sketching routes and imagining possibilities. Yet until now, these dreams have remained just that, dreams. This time, however, momentum is building like never before. Previous attempts failed due to political, financial, and environmental challenges. But today, the combination of Panama's mounting problems, like congestion and drought, and China's deep involvement has changed the equation, making the Nicaraguan Canal seem more possible than ever. The world is watching closely as Nicaragua steps onto the global stage, promising a contest of engineering prowess, massive capital, and geopolitical ambition. The eyes of investors, governments, and shipping companies are fixed on this unfolding drama. The stakes? Nothing less than the future of global trade routes, the balance of economic power, and the fate of millions who depend on the smooth flow of goods across continents. The drama is set to unfold, and the world waits to see which canal will define the next century of global commerce. The Nicaraguan Canal would stretch 445 kilometers, dwarfing Panama's 82, and begin at a new deepwater port in Bluefields on the Caribbean. The route cuts through Lake Solotlan, avoiding the environmentally sensitive Lake Cochabolca, and ends at a Pacific port near Puerto Corinto. This isn't just a canal, it's a logistics corridor, with new roads, railways, and free trade zones to transform Nicaragua into a commercial hub. Its main selling point: it can handle the world's largest ships, too big for even the expanded Panama Canal. The vision is grand, but the project's success depends on convincing global shipping lines to trust this unproven route. Nicaragua is betting that Panama's limitations will drive the world to embrace this bold new path. Panama's canal, once the king of global shortcuts, now faces a crisis, not from politics, but from drought. Water levels in Gatun Lake have dropped, forcing the canal to slash daily ship transits and creating massive bottlenecks. In 2024, vessel traffic plummeted by nearly 30%, causing weeks-long queues and global supply chain chaos. With 5% of world trade passing through Panama, these delays ripple across continents, raising costs and disrupting industries. Shipping companies must now choose between waiting, paying high fees, or taking long, expensive detours. The crisis exposes the world's over-reliance on a single passage and intensifies the search for alternatives. Suddenly, Nicaragua's canal is no longer a fantasy. It's a potential solution to a very real problem. Panama's misfortune has become Nicaragua's opportunity. China's role in the ambitious Nicaraguan Canal project is nothing short of pivotal. This isn't just another infrastructure deal, it's a bold statement of intent. By stepping in as a key partner, China is signaling its commitment to expanding its influence far beyond Asia, right into the heart of the Americas. The project was first unveiled at a high-profile summit designed to deepen China-Latin America ties. There, leaders from both regions emphasized cooperation and mutual benefit. Chinese state-owned firms quickly became involved in key contracts, bringing not only capital but also technical expertise and political weight to the table. This move fits seamlessly into China's broader global strategy. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, China is building roads, ports, and railways across Latin America, securing access to vital resources and expanding its economic and diplomatic reach. These projects are transforming local economies and shifting the balance of power in the region. The proposed canal would give China a direct stake in one of the world's most vital trade routes. This prospect has raised alarms in Washington, where the Panama Canal has long been seen as a strategic asset critical to U.S. interests and global commerce. Recent controversies over port operations in Panama have only highlighted the intensifying rivalry between the U.S. and China in the region. Both powers are vying for influence, and every new project becomes a potential flashpoint in their competition. For China, the canal is about much more than commerce. It's a strategic move to project power, secure global supply chains, and ensure its goods can move freely, even in times of crisis or tension. The Nicaraguan Canal represents a bold maneuver in a global chess game, symbolizing China's ambition to reshape the world order and challenge the dominance of traditional Western powers. The stakes are as much geopolitical as they are economic, with the future of global trade and influence in the Americas hanging in the balance. Nicaragua isn't the only one challenging Panama. Mexico is building its own rival, a land-based isthmus corridor. Instead of a canal, Mexico's project uses railways and highways to shuttle containers between the Pacific and Gulf coasts, promising faster, cheaper transit. Backed by Chinese investment, the corridor is part of a broader strategy to secure multiple trade routes. This three-way race, Panama's canal, Nicaragua's waterway, and Mexico's land bridge, brings competition and innovation to global shipping. Each project has unique strengths. Nicaragua offers passage for the largest ships, Mexico promises speed, and Panama has history and reliability. China is hedging its bets, investing in all three. The outcome will depend on cost, reliability, and the ever-shifting needs of global trade. The monopoly is over. The region is now a battleground for the future of commerce. These new canal projects are about far more than just moving ships or digging through mud and water. They're actively redrawing the geopolitical map of the Americas, shifting the lines of influence that have defined the region for generations. For over a century, the United States has dominated the Western Hemisphere, projecting power and securing its interests, with the Panama Canal serving as a cornerstone of its global influence and a symbol of American engineering might. Now, a Chinese-backed Nicaraguan canal threatens to upend that dominance, introducing a powerful new player into the heart of the region. If completed, it would give Beijing unprecedented leverage over a critical artery of global trade, potentially shifting the balance of economic power. This possibility raises tough questions for military strategists and political leaders alike. Could access to these vital waterways be restricted in a crisis, or even weaponized as a tool of international pressure? Could the control of a new canal tip the scales in the ongoing global tug-of-war for influence and resources? For Latin American nations, the stakes are high. They now face a delicate balancing act, welcoming much-needed Chinese investment and infrastructure, while also managing their long-standing political and economic relationships with the United States, their powerful northern neighbor. In many ways, these canal projects have become proxies in a much wider struggle for global influence, with each side vying for strategic advantage. If built, a new canal would stand as a powerful symbol of a shifting world order, one that is increasingly multipolar, where the United States no longer holds uncontested sway and new alliances and rivalries are constantly emerging. Digging a channel through Nicaragua isn't just about engineering, it's about charting a new course for the 21st century, with consequences that will ripple far beyond the region. Despite the bold vision, the Nicaraguan Canal faces daunting obstacles. The $50 billion price tag is staggering, and no clear financing plan has emerged. Political instability and environmental risks loom large, with critics warning of irreversible damage and a lack of transparency. The project must win trust at home and abroad, and prove it can compete with Panama's established, reliable service. Shipping companies are conservative. They'll need more than promises to switch routes. Success could transform Nicaragua and cement China's global influence. Failure could leave behind a costly, unfinished dream. Either way, the project forces us to rethink the map of global trade. The world is watching. Will Nicaragua's canal become a new artery of commerce, or just another grand ambition lost to history?